Alright, well I'm going to make a video on how to theoretically make moonshine, because making moonshine is illegal and I would never do it. So to make moonshine, you first start off with, you have to have a mash, which is cornmeal, sugar, water, distilled water, and yeast. And my mash actually sits here in this bucket, and it sits in there, and then this little hole goes in airlock, and you fill this with water, and when it ferments it builds up CO2, and this, put water in it like this, and it builds up CO2 and it can force its way out, but regular oxygen can't get its way back in. So it keeps everything, nice and fresh in there. And by the way, this smells like a really bad loaf of bread. And then once you've got that, this is probably about 2 weeks old. Once you've got your mash and everything made, you take it, and right now I've got what's called a pot still. And basically it's just I don't even know. I think this is for canning, I'm not really sure. But I took it and drilled 2 holes in it. And I have my thermometer, which you probably can't really see it, but it's like at 185 degrees right now. And I've got my copper tubing. And the white stuff that you see is actually just flour and water, because it's organic, so it won't hurt you if it gets in there a little bit. And it works as a really good sealant when it gets all dry. And then I just have 4 vice grips holding my lid down. And then that runs into copper coil, which is in a nice bucket of water here, and it's sitting on an empty beer keg, just for effect. And then theoretically, if this worked, it would run into here, and theoretically this liquid you see down here would be moonshine, theoretically, if it worked. And it comes out real slow, it's a process, but this little rag here is just catching the water because my bucket was leaking. But theoretically this would be moonshine, but it's not theoretically. So yeah, that's my little setup. And this actually tastes a lot like tequila. But I wouldn't drink it. I mean, yeah. So, but now I think I'm gonna try a couple different things and see if I can come out. I heard there's different ways to make different kinds of moonshine. Like if you use maple syrup, I heard you get like a spiced rum kind of flavor, and so I'll try that and update you guys on my next one. But yeah, this is my moonshine setup.